Hi guys, this is Giuseppe for Light Dark Academy, and today we talk about schools. So one of the questions that I've been asked recently is if people have to enroll in a visual effects school in order to start working in the industry. So my answer is no, you don't need to enroll in a visual effects school. I have plenty of colleagues that are amazing and they have not been involved in any visual effects school. And myself, I haven't even done any school either. What I've done is a high school with a computer science program, and then I went to the art academy because that was the only thing that was sort of related to visual effects, but I didn't take any computer graphic class. I started my career when I was I think 17, 18, the first jobs. Started exploring the visual effects and the 3D world when I was 13, or reading and starting trying the software and doing things myself. So if I have done it and my colleagues have done it, so you can do it too. You must avoid at all costs to get into loans, to get into debt, especially when you are after high school and you have those years where you are free, you don't have commitment, you might not have rent to pay, you don't have a family yet, and you are free to experiment and try projects and try small works and figure out really what you want to do with your life, what you want to do with your career. If you start a visual effects school and you start having $30, $40, $50,000 loans on your shoulders, what is gonna happen is that as long as you finish your school, then you feel tied to this loan because you have to pay it, and you will have a few years of struggle because obviously when you take a job in the visual effects industry after you've graduated from school, you are not paid that much. Don't believe the dream that you are paid a lot of money right out of school, and don't believe who wants to sell you the dream that the school is gonna find you a job that will be stuck on you and that will give you a lot of money to pay your loan, because that's not the case. I had a few juniors in my team that did not like working in the visual effects industry for many different reasons. Everybody has reasons, but they had to keep working in the industry because they had to pay their loan. And we are talking about guys that just finished high school, and this is really bad because this is limiting the opportunities that you have after high school to go and explore new things, the freedom to actually choose effectively what you like, what you want to do. Everything is online. You can literally learn online most of the things that you will need, and then you learn on the job afterwards. And if they sell you the idea that without a visual effects school you cannot find a job in the industry, that's not true. When you want to propose yourself to a visual effects company, you need to do it when you are ready and when you have artistic skills as well as technical skills, and this means when you have a good show reel, something that basically shows the company how good you are. And there is no shortcut to that. You can do any school, the best school you want to do in the world, but you need to work hard and you need to apply yourself to create this product that shows really your abilities. I've recruited people, I've asked my opinion in recruiting people, and rarely I was looking at which kind of school they've done, if they were coming from this or that school, and how prestigious the school was. What was counting has always been your show reel, what I was looking at. If I see that there is a artistic eye, if there is a technical skill, if there is innovation and problem solving and the desire of figuring out something that is not as common, that you don't find online, then that's the candidate that I would hire. It's really fundamental that you are free. Imagine doing something that you find that is not what you like to do just because you had to pay for it. This is the worst thing that a creative person can face, and this is the worst thing that you can do for your career, because you will feel constrained and your creativity will go low and you will not be able to express yourself. If you figure out that visual effects is not for you and you have to pay $50,000 loan, you will not be able to just go out, find a minimum wage job just to survive and then try to do something else. You won't be able to do that, and you don't want that in your life. So I don't know how old are you, I don't know what you are doing, and I don't know what are your aspirations, what you want to do, but it's very likely that what you want now might not be what you will want even in a year from now, or even in 5 years from now. So do not sell your future to the idea that doing a school will affect your career. Now, does that mean that visual effects schools are bad? Obviously not. I am a big sustainer of always improving yourself, always learning new things, always become more skilled to get out of the crowd and be sure that you have more opportunities to catch. Visual effects school, if you have the opportunity and you want to do it, it's great because we'll give you contacts, we'll give you opportunities in terms of internship in other companies, we'll give you confrontation with other people, we'll give you a good creative environment in which you can develop yourself, improve yourself. I would agree with you in getting a loan to become a doctor or a nurse or a surgeon or even a complex engineer for those things where you really don't have any chance of learning everything you need online or from home or by yourself. But it's not needed for visual effects. Really, guys, it's not that complicated. Real experience in problem solving is done in the field. When you have actually a problem to solve, when the supervisor comes to you and asks you to do this for him, even if it's very hard, even if it's something that you've never done before, you have to push yourself and get out of your comfort zone to find a solution, and that's what makes you an experienced visual effects artist. The software, you can always learn it. What makes a difference is your creativity and your artistic culture, how complex your culture is and how open you are in solving these problems that you will face. Software is just a tool. It's like learning pencils versus learning watercolors versus learning oil painting. The time will basically help you in mastering these tools, but if you don't know what you want to create, then these tools are useless. Just find out by yourself which branch of the visual effects you want to specialize in, and then you can take workshops and classes that are very specialized that will help you improve yourself, because you will always need somebody else telling you where you're doing bad, and so you want to find a mentor that follows you and gives you advice, somebody that has experience, but that does not have to be necessarily an expensive visual effects school. You could do an art academy, because the art academy will give you a more wide culture of art. You will learn sculpting, you can check painting, you can learn set dressing, you can learn so many things on different levels that will all contribute to your figure as an artist and to increase the complexity of what you are able to think. Visual effects is amazing because you can do artistic thing and the technical thing and then combine them together. It offers you all the opportunities to really find out where you are best suited for. And on YouTube there is so much, online there is so much. When I started there was nothing, there were a bunch of tutorials here and there were probably 2 or 3 magazines, internet was slow, the software were really crap compared to now, and everything was more difficult, and it took time, but one thing after the other you can learn by yourself and you can definitely find solution to the problems. Start practicing, find somebody that can help you with your path. Don't be proud of yourself too much, just be humble and recognize that you will need somebody that will explain you things. Whatever it is, can be books, can be videos, can be YouTube, can be a mentor. You need somebody that helps you to do faster, to learn faster. You can decide to follow just your vision and make a lot of mistakes, or take advantage of all the mistakes that people have done before you. And this is true in visual effects learning as in general in life. But don't focus only on the 3D part of the things. You need to be a little bit more wide in what you're learning. You need to check out drawing, check out painting, color theory, photography, all these things. And I hope that with this channel I will be able to give you a little bit of advice and a path to follow in order to learn by yourself what you need. Because really the net right now has all the material that you need in order to pursue your career. Don't believe who tells you that it can be done, because I have plenty of examples of people that have done it, and I can tell you that if you are to the point where you get into a visual effects company and you are debt free, you will have a lot more power of choice against who does not have this opportunity and cannot say no. And you will be able to go up faster in your career because you will be happier in what you are doing. I don't know anybody that is happy of doing a job just because he has to pay the bills or he has to pay the loan. So think from now at your future in a way that it really sustains your happiness instead of thinking now at the money. This is gonna be a huge advantage in this society where everybody tries to make you use credit cards, and this is what is killing our creativity, and this is what is really heavy on the shoulders of many young students that I see coming working in the visual effects industry. So what you want to do is basically take all the opportunities you have to learn. Right now there are meetup groups where you can meet people. There are online forums. There is YouTube where you can comment and interact with the author of the video. You can do so much just with these things and learn in a short period of time. What is really important is that you are not lazy, because I tell you what, the nice thing of school is that you are going there and somebody is pushing you to do the things that you could do by yourself. This is why a lot of people go to school, is because they are not able to sit at home, make a program and go through that program. And I must say, it's very hard even for me sometimes with my business to just focus every day and get things done. But this is exactly what you need to improve yourself. You must not be lazy. You must be proactive. You must find a way of passing over the obstacles. And you should not believe that paying, I don't know, $40,000 for a year school and getting a loan is the only way of going through this process, because it is not. And what is gonna do for you, unless you are a rich guy or you don't have money problems, what's gonna do is that it's gonna limit your future. It's gonna limit yourself, it's gonna limit your life, it's gonna limit your choice. Many of us have done a lot of sacrifices at the beginning of their career. We have done all sorts of things, living at work, working not being paid, or all sorts of things really. And this is just because you have a goal, which is, I wanna do movies, I wanna work in visual effects. You can see some of the books here that I have. These are books that I bought when I was very young, I bought even 15 years ago, and they are still here because I was so focused in getting to where I wanted to get that I kept buying books, reading and trying to learn new things and reading the tutorials. I was born in Italy, and in Italy at the time there was nothing about visual effects. There were very few companies here and there that were basically starting doing things with computer graphics, with 3D computer graphics, and it was really hard because I could see that in the United States there were a lot more resources and I didn't have these resources, and I had to go through a lot of years just trying to learn with what I had. But it's been great because I really kept focusing and I really pushed myself to reach the goal of working in big visual effects movies, and I'm happy today because I reached that goal. And you know, I also applied after high school to a very expensive school in the United States, but it was so expensive that there was no way I could have afforded it. I could barely afford the university in Italy, and so that's what I did. And am I regretting that? No, I'm not regretting that, because I know that all the grinding that I had to do, all the little projects that I had to go through, all the stupid jobs that I had to take, everything has contributed to make me a better artist and to make me a better person, a better entrepreneur, a better freelance. And these are experiences that is worth doing when you are young and when you can risk. If you find a job and you don't know how it's gonna be, you don't know if it's gonna be good, it's gonna be bad, but something tells you that is interesting, you wanna have the freedom of saying, okay, I'll take it, even if it pays little money, if it doesn't even pay, because I wanna do that, because I'm happy to do that. I think this is gonna reach me. And when you are in debt and you have to pay bills, you cannot really do that, and you are always frustrated because you wanted to do something else but you still have to pay bills, and it's really bad. You don't want to live this way. You might be young, you might be starting now. You want to make sure that you go to the right path and do your financial decision very carefully. The visual effects career can pay good money, but it's going to take a long time. You're not going to get paid a lot of money right away. It's going to take years. So before committing to it, you need to make sure that you know what's the real job about, and what that means is that you have to get there. So what I would say is that if you don't have money to join an expensive visual effects school or a university of visual effects or whatever it is, don't get worried. There is so much that you can still do by yourself. Find somebody that can follow up with you. Find people that you admire online, people that create amazing jobs. Contact them and try to see if they can help you. Usually professionals are really busy, especially the artists that are a little bit more experienced, but you can try. Contact them and see if they can help you, giving their opinion, giving their thoughts on the work you are doing and how you can improve it. So don't stop at this obstacle of I can't do any visual effects school because I don't have the money, and so I will never be able to join the industry, because this is bullshit. So I hope this video is helpful. This is a nice topic. I would love to hear more, and if you can comment below, that would be very cool. Share this video and like it if you like it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.